Quitting social media is a lot easier than you think. Now, I know a lot of people might be watching this video thinking about how many times they've tried to stop scrolling so much on Instagram and to stop going endlessly on TikTok, but we all know how that ends. These apps are literally designed to be addictive. The scrolling motion, it's a really easy motion to get addicted to because every single new scroll, there's a new video right on your feed. If you're watching this video, you're most likely done and you want to either fully quit social media or you want to take a break from it so you're not fully addicted to it. In that case, this is the right video for you. There are going to be multiple methods I'll be talking about in this video. All of the apps that I talk about that really help you to kick back that social media addiction. I'm not sponsored in any sort of way. Look at my channel, fresh channel, no subs. You think I got sponsors? Hell no, nobody cares to sponsor me already. But let's talk about it. So there are multiple methods when it comes to quitting social media or even just spending less time on it. This is a method that I recently discovered that has been helping me quite a bit. Now, for some, it might seem a bit drastic considering what are the drawbacks. One of the first things that I feel like we're addicted to when it comes to our phones is those notifications. Whenever we get something new from Instagram or a friend sends us a video on TikTok, it's a very easy way to get lured back in. You look at that video, you're like, oh, that's funny. Then you scroll out and you start going back to your For You page. One of the methods that I've recently started doing with iOS 18, if your phone has it, is to put your social media apps, the ones you're most addicted to, into your hidden folder. Now, I want to make something clear, they're not fully hidden off your phone. If you go to your app library, I'll actually start screen recording on my phone so I can actually explain this a lot better. So on my home screen, you guys can see I don't have any social media. In the next video, if I do end up making another one, I will talk about how to organize your home screen to make it more organized. You can see I'm spending less and less time. This will update. But yeah, I've spent only about 45 minutes-ish on TikTok and almost an hour on Instagram. What I do is I have my apps hidden. So I click on the hidden thing, Face ID, and boom, your apps are there. So what ends up happening is when you do actually click on Instagram, Face ID is required to open the app. So we open it, and then we start scrolling a little bit. We swap apps. Wait a couple seconds. You wait a bit, you go on another app. The app disappears. Nowhere to be found. Until you go back, click on it, you scan your Face ID again. Now, the reason why I think this works so well is because when you're scanning your Face ID and you're looking at it, you realize you're like, oh shoot, why am I opening the app? Do I really need to open Instagram? Do I really need to scroll on TikTok? Most of the times, no. Now listen, I want to make something very, very clear. I am not saying do not ever open Instagram, because that's not the point of this video. The point is to spend less and less time, slowly but surely. And another way to reduce how much time you're spending on your phone is another very good method. Now, there are multiple methods to reducing your screen time, and there's one that's built into your iPhone. So we're going to go over to settings, and then you go down until you see, where is it? You go down till you see screen time. Now, every iPhone has it pretty much, as long as you're on the newest-ish version, maybe like iOS 12 has it, iOS 11, I don't know why you'd be on those. You have things here to help reduce your screen time. So you can put app limits. I don't do it through Apple. It's a little bit buggy. I don't like doing it this way. You can have downtime, but if you don't want to download an app, or if you can't download apps on your phone, then you could just do it through the screen time. I don't do communication limits because you need to be able to text anybody at any time. I really don't care for those. The best thing that I do is I have this app. It's called Opal. Again, not sponsored, by the way. I'm using the free version. Now, what this app does is it gives you more features to customize how much time you want to spend on an app. There's nothing in this app that really makes it super addictive to like, okay, I spend less time, but then I also get something else that gives you a little bit of dopamine. These like jewel things, first gems, these gem things, they really do not matter. Don't ignore the name. But you really don't have anything here. It's literally just limiting your screen time, and it helps you. So right here, I have 50 minutes app limits for TikTok. Sometimes I spend a little bit more, and you adjust it. But what I like to do is on the weekends, I spend a little bit more time. So I give myself an hour, 15 minutes on weekends and only 50 minutes on weekdays. I might set this back to 45 minutes, but then it resets your limits every time you reset these. So if you're constantly changing them, keep in mind, you will get more and more time to spend on the apps. So stop changing these so much. Wait until the next day to change them. Please, please, thank you. And then I have focuses. So like at night, they'll block the apps like games, Netflix, things like that. Things on your phone that'll keep you up at night. Use these focuses. You have two, I guess. Unless you pay more, you can do a bunch of more stuff if you pay for more. There is one you could do. You can have app limits. The only thing is I don't do app limits for a specific reason. Actually, no. There is locks. This is the one I was about to talk about. I don't do locks for a specific reason. What happens is when you say go to the difficulty, go to hard limit, you have to have Opal Pro to do it. And there was an app I used to use. I think it was called OneSec. I used to use it. It was like free for a couple months and then you have to start paying for subscriptions. This one, I don't do it because it can easily be reset and you just keep going and going and going and it doesn't stop you. There's no barrier unless you pay. And I just don't like that. So Opal, love you guys. App is amazing. It helps me spend less time on my phone. But the problem is this doesn't work so well. It just doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. Like, this is dumb to lock behind a pro version. I get it. You guys got to make money. But this is dumb. Okay, I would use the app limit more. But the time limit just making a little bit more sense. Another method that you guys can just straight up do if you really are that chronically addicted to social media, you can't let go. It's as simple as just going. So mine set up differently. I have like stolen device protection on, so they can't delete these apps. I have to go through a little bit more. So delete app, authenticate, and then I delete it. That's what some people might decide to do, is just to straight up delete the apps. I think the main time you should really delete the app is when you're just straight up done. If you can't keep doing it, let's see, as I swipe back, it's gone. I wouldn't say hide your apps, but only use that for stuff that you know that you're actually needing to cut back on. That is going to be an absolute game changer for a lot of people. And adjust your screen time limits as needed. Now, another way that you can really cut back on social media, and it's not just directly through setting limits on your phone, because that is a good start to spending less time, but ultimately you are still going to find a way to waste time on your phone, whether you like it or not. You may not go and waste time on your phone, but you'll gladly go hop on PlayStation and spend hours playing a game. And then what's the point of spending less time on your phone if you're going to do the same thing on your PS5, which is something I fall victim to a lot of the time. Another way you can drastically cut down is purposely make yourself busy. Seriously, like go outside and go learn a new skill. Try skateboarding if you've never done it before. Go learn how to cook food. Trust me, when you don't have money to spend on fast food, learning how to cook is better than just scrolling on Instagram. Now, granted, there are cooking videos on social media that teach you, but you have YouTube. The problem with YouTube now is that they have YouTube Shorts, which makes it super easy to be like, I deleted Instagram, TikTok, but YouTube's still there. If you are really going to be stuck on your phone without your social media, delete the YouTube app. Trust me, I haven't watched YouTube on my phone in so long. Sure, I'll re-download it here and then I'll get re-addicted sometimes, but not having YouTube on your phone is so inconvenient for two reasons. One, you don't get the full quality and it's just not as fun to use compared to the regular mobile app. And two, the Safari screen time and the YouTube screen time, they both intertwine. So let's just say I barely opened Safari today and I open up YouTube. Let's say I have YouTube open for 20 minutes. My phone will tell me I spent 40 minutes. It will add 40 minutes to it because 20 minutes from YouTube, the web app, and then 20 minutes spent on the browser. That's what they think is the same thing. And that's the problem. So obviously, you know, I'm not trying to be like weird about numbers or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's just OCD or something. I really don't know what it would be. But if that's a concern for you and you don't want to be spending so much time and you're really trying to cut back on your screen time, at that point, just delete the YouTube app and just stop watching YouTube. If you really need to watch a YouTube video, go watch it on a computer. Honestly, that's the best advice I can give to you. Don't be watching everything on your phone. Not only does it kill your battery, but it kills your attention span too. All of these apps and all of these games and everything around us that has to do with the internet is designed to be addictive. So the sooner you break that cycle, the better off you will be, and you'll be able to pay attention more. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much other tips I can really give out. If you guys have a tip that I really don't know about, something that could be really useful to you guys, something that you guys do that helps you to cut back on social media, let me know in the comment section. Bonus tips I want to also include the built-in screen time limiters on Instagram and TikTok. They don't really do much. The Instagram one is just garbage. It just tells you you've spent 10 minutes, take a break, and you can just click not now. Super easy to dodge and just keep scrolling on Instagram. Sure, it's a nice little reminder, but it doesn't help you. And TikTok, you can open the app, you just put your passcode and you keep going. It doesn't limit the app. Sure, they're supposed to have these app limits, and yes, it's supposed to help. But don't do the app limits built into the app. TikTok obviously does not really care when it comes to spending less time. They want you to spend time on their app. That's how they make money. So by making a somewhat okay app blocker thing that they have built into their app, they don't really care. They'll just do the bare minimum just to be like, oh, we have that to make sure people spend less time on TikTok. Do it through Apple Screen Time, do it through Opal, do it through another app. You don't have to use Opal if you don't like it, but Opal's the best one I've used out of all of them. All the other ones just suck. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you guys have been inspired to spend less time on social media, and after this video, take some time to like self-reflect and really think of like ways that you could have spent less time on your phone, or something you could have done that was way more important, but then you just choose to open up TikTok. Hopefully this inspires people, and if it doesn't, then I don't know what to tell you. My name is Johnny, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.